Hello, everyone, and welcome to our session about expressing possibility and doubt in English. My name is Carissa, and I'll be your teacher for this hour, for this session. All right, so for those of you who would like to join me here in the Hangout, please come on in. It's time for us to go ahead and start. We've got some interesting information for you this evening, and I look forward to your participation. All right, very good. Well, let's see. We have Bayara. Bayara, welcome to class. How are you tonight?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing just fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm I'm great, and I'm gonna sit here listen.
Okay, so you're going to listen you're going to listen to the class today, is that right?
Yes, all right.
Okay, great. No problem. If you change your mind, please let me know and I'd be happy to include you in the activities. Okay?
Okay, sure.
All right, very good. All right, and Amari, welcome. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great, teacher, and you?
I'm doing pretty good today. Doing pretty good.
Very nice.
So how was your day today, Amari?
My day was boring.
Oh,
Yes, I just watched um, World Cup in my country, no more. And
no?
yes, just work too, but it's was boring.
Okay. So did you enjoy watching the World Cup games today?
Oh yes, yes, because I have two, I don't know the name is apuesta. Apuesta in Spanish is when you pay money and you maybe win something after the game.
Yeah, so you had two. You could either say bets or you could say wagers.
Wait, can you write it for me?
Uh-huh. Well, I put it in the Verbaling chat. Let me put it in the other chat.
Okay.
Okay, so I placed two.
I placed two bets or
Wagers. Wagers.
wagers on the
Mm-hmm.
game today. Oh yes, probably I will win because I just I have a lot of um oh my gosh, a lot of, I don't know, a good percentage. I don't know. My
Chance.
English is not so
You
good
have good
today.
chance.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, don't worry. So we all have days like that.
Oh yes, I
All
try.
right. So you could say there, so my chances of winning are very good. Okay, I'm going to type that here in the chat box.
Thank you.
Very good or very high today. Okay.
My chance. Okay.
All right. Yeah, so your chances of winning. Okay, very good. Very good. Yeah, people here in Costa Rica were very excited about the
Oh
win
yes,
today.
Costa Rica is winning a lot of games.
Yeah, we have several points as well, so that's pretty good.
Yes, Costa Rica is in the next phase, phase.
Face. Mm-hmm.
Yes, very
Okay.
nice. I have
Yeah.
a lot of friends to live in Costa Rica, and I am working with us in my activities in my job.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
Yes.
Good. All right. Well, thanks for sharing with us a little bit about your day, and it's nice to talk a little bit about the exciting current event, the World Cup that's going on. All right, good. Well, let's make sure that we welcome our other students. Let's see. I see Anatoly has joined us. Hello, Anatoly. How are you tonight?
Hello, Carissa. I'm fine, thank you. It's morning for me.
Ah, yes. What time is it in the morning there?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. Okay. So what?
Saturday.
Oh, you're already on Saturday. So today is a rest day for you, is that right?
Yes, that's right. Day off.
Ah, that would be so nice.
Yes.
All right. Well, good. Well, thanks for joining us here in class, Anatoly, and early on the Saturday morning for you. That's really commendable. All right. Very good. Well, let's also welcome Bourbon. Bourbon, welcome to class. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm great. You, teacher, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. Doing good, thanks. So let's see. So Bourbon, tell us about your day.
It
What?
was a very busy day. Uh, I have a lot of work in my job.
Okay. Lots and lots of work.
Yeah,
Okay. So it sounds like you might be looking forward to tomorrow, looking forward to Saturday.
yeah.
Good, good. It's a shame you can't be where Anatoly is right now. He's already enjoying his Saturday morning. Well, you'll be able to enjoy a good night's sleep tonight, Bourbon, and then tomorrow you'll enjoy your Saturday as well. All
I
right.
hope for my week.
Yes, yes. For all of your hard work, you'll be able to enjoy that nice day off. That'll be great. Okay, very good. Let's see. Let's also welcome Chema. Is that right? Chema, welcome.
Yeah. Well, hello, teacher.
Hello, Chema. So, Chema, where are you from?
I'm from Peru, South America.
Ah, you're from Peru.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. So, tell us about your day today, Chema. Was it a busy day or a relaxing day? How was your day today?
I think it was a busy day because I went to the university and well, right now it's 10 p.m. so I'm in my house right now.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. Well, hopefully you can, after this class and whatever time you decide to get some rest, you can get some good rest and enjoy your day off tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. Well, Kim is also here. Or they are at the just going to participate in the chat for right now, and we also have Bayara, who is going to also just listen in on the class today. All right, so we have an interesting lesson planned for today. We're going to make it as friendly as we possibly can, but today's lesson is about expressing possibility and doubt. Okay, so let's talk about that. I want to show you the difference and why we need certain verbs and adverbs to talk about doubt and to talk about possibility. All right. Okay. So, as I tell my other students, what I'd like you to do, take some notes today, if you're able to. Check the chat box often, because you're going to be able to put these verbs and adverbs in your English toolbox. And then that way, when you express yourself in English, you're going to have a variety of different ways to do it. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the difference between these two sentences. All right. I'm going to put the sentences here in the chat box, and I'd like you to tell me what you see is different. Okay. Let me just ask, can everyone see what's written here in the Verbaling chat box? Can everybody see that?
I
I
see.
can
Okay, good. Looks like everybody can see it. Great. Okay, Amaury, how about we start with you? Can you please read the two sentences that are in the chat box?
Yes, but I can see the chat box.
Okay. Let me.
Verb line, nothing.
Nothing's coming up on the Verbaling side.
Yes, I can't, teacher. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Okay, how about now? Check the other chat box.
Oh yes, we will win the World Cup. We will certainly win the World Cup.
Okay, Amaury, tell me what you see is different between these two sentences.
We will the World Cup. We will certainly. I think the second sentence is the probably is more than than the first one. For example, I have 90% yes than the first one. I don't know.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yep, that's good. Yep, that's good. That's good. So you're expressing the possibility with the word certainly. Okay.
Yes.
In the first sentence, you're not really saying anything about the possibility. You're just making a statement of fact. Well, what you hope will be fact.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So in the second one, there you go. And you gave me a good example. So maybe you feel that you have a 90% chance of winning the World Cup. Okay, so you've expressed the possibility. Okay.
Okay. I
hmm
needed to make a sentence.
Um, you can. Tell me if you can. Think of a sentence. Go ahead and tell me.
Oh, I don't have enough, but I try. I will win the lottery, certainly in the lottery. I don't know.
Mhm. Okay, so I will certainly win the lottery. All right, so if you feel that your numbers are a hit and that they're gonna win, you could use certainly. Okay, so you're expressing the possibility that you will win the lottery.
Yes, I will
Uh,
certainly win the lottery. Lottery.
all right, very good. That was a very good example. All right. Now, let's talk about some other ways. Let's talk about some other verbs that we can use to express possibility. Okay. Um, I'm going to give you this verb. Let's see. The verb may. Okay. I'm sure you're familiar with the verb may, just as well as you are familiar with the word might. Okay, so I'm going to put that here in the chat box for you to take a look at, and I'm going to give you a couple of sentences as well. Okay, we're just going to do a quick comparison of these words. Okay, all right, very good. So let's get some participation. Anatoly, can you please read about the verb may?
Okay, may modal auxiliary verb used to indicate that something is possible or probably. Example, they may still win. It may rain today. I may not have time to do it today.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, so there, the possibility is expressed by using the verb may. Okay, so if you want to say that something's possible or probable, you can use may. Now, I'm just going to tell you this right away. You can also and often use may and might interchangeably. Okay, often that is the case. Okay, but here's a quick note. Here's a quick note about the use of may and might. Okay, and as I mentioned, I'm going to be typing quite a bit here in the chat box today so that you can take some notes if you would like to, and so that you can compare and contrast these words. Okay, so here in the chat box it says, we use might to suggest a small possibility of something. So in the example that Amaury gave us, okay, if you have a 10% chance of something, that's a small amount. So you could use the word might. It continues to say, often we read that might suggest a smaller possibility than may. There is in fact little difference, and might is more usual than may in English. Okay, so for example, we often use might as a smaller possibility, so then may could be like, say, 30%. Okay, And I'm typing that here in the chat box. So may might be 30%. You might use might a little bit less than that, so that could be maybe 10% of your time. Okay. Now there's also a note here that mentions in English, in spoken English, you'll hear may a lot more
Teacher,
often.
might is more positive than may. May is like negative. Negative.
No, actually not. Actually, they both express a possibility. All right, but when you're talking about spoken English, you will see may more often.
Okay.
And when you think about written English, okay, take note that you'll probably see might a little bit more often. Okay. All right, very good. So I'm going to move on because I want to give you some additional examples. Okay. So let's talk about another use of may. Okay, here's another use of may. And take note of the parentheses that are added here. What you'll see is might in parentheses. Okay, as I mentioned to you, you can often use may and might interchangeably. Okay, what you'll need to do is just listen out for it in English. Okay, as you hear native speakers using English, listen out for when we use may or might. All right, let's take a look at the second use of may. And let's go ahead and get Bourbon. Bourbon, can you please read the second use of may for me?
Okay. Used to say that one thing is true, but something else is also true. She may, equals might, has been a great actress, but she was a terrible parent. It may be cool outside, but it's still a beautiful day. Equals although it's cold outside, it's still a beautiful day.
Good. Very good job with your reading and pronunciation, Bourbon. Excellent job. Okay, so now here's, yes, go ahead.
For example, when we use might, we must express two options, like here, like we need to express a possibility in what can happen in what can don't happen.
Okay, that's a very good question. Okay, so for this second use of may, that is that's how it tends to be. Okay, so you're talking about something that is true, but also something else that's also true. Okay, so again, just look for it in your English writing. Okay, so for example, in the first sentence, okay, again, you can either say may or might here. Either one works just fine. Okay, so she may have been a good actress, but she was a terrible parent. Both of those things are true. Okay, so you're going to say two true things here. Okay, but instead of saying, for example, so and this suggests something here. Okay, it suggests that this person was a good actress at the price or at the cost of being a terrible parent. Okay, so she dedicated lots of time to her career acting, but she did not dedicate much time to parenting.
I got it.
Okay, very good. Excellent job. Okay, so this is when you would see may used. And again, in this case, you can use might as well. All right, very good. I'm going to show you another question, and you're going to see something that's very interesting. Okay, not only can you use may and might interchangeably sometimes, you can also use a couple of other words. For example, can or could. Okay, look, so here in this question, there are four options. In this option, it says, do you think they may still succeed? But I could also say, do you think they can still succeed? Or do you think they could still succeed? And you're basically asking the same question. All you're doing is you're asking about the possibility that they will win or succeed. Okay? again, put these words in your toolbox, okay? Because you don't want to be stuck saying the same word over and over. So when you think possibility, don't always say may. Don't always say might. Okay, try to think about, okay, today in this case I can use may. In this case I can use might. In that case I can use can. Okay, you want to use a variety of words in your speaking. Okay. All right, let's take a look specifically at might. Now, I want to show you some cases where you want to use might. Okay? All right. Okay, so let's talk about the second use of might, because we've really already talked about the first one. I'm going to give you a couple of additional examples here. Okay? All right, so just check the chat box for me. And I'm going to type in the Verbling chat box as well. All right, very good. So, okay, good. Michael has joined us. Hello, Michael. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, Chris. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. All right, good. Okay, Kim, I want to check in with Kim. Kim has given me some good information here in the chat box. She may come to my party, but I think I will have a fun party. Okay, Kim, you could say that. She may come to my party. She may come to my party, but okay, let's try a different ending. Okay, you could also say she may come to my party, but have fun. Okay. Okay, so she may be a boring person. Okay, so she may come to your party and your party may be fun, but she may not have fun. Okay, so you want to talk about two things, and one thing is often at the cost of the other. Okay. All right, very good. All right, good. So let's take a look at number 2. Michael, can you read number 2 for me? Okay, right above where I wrote, but she may not have fun. Can you read number 2 for me, Michael?
Used to talk, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Used to talk about a possible condition that does not or did not actually exist. If you were older, you might understand. If she had been given a chance, she might have been a great actress.
Good. Michael, your pronunciation, your enunciation, very good. Great job with your reading there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, all right, so we're going to specifically use might. Okay, when you talk about a possible condition that does not exist or did not actually exist, it's a hypothetical situation. Okay, so sometimes parents might say to a child, if you were older, you might understand. So maybe they're talking about a mature theme, okay, and the child just doesn't get it. So if you were older, you might understand. Okay, let's try to see if we can get a couple of examples, maybe to help me make sure that you understand. Michael, can you think of a different example?
Off the top of my head, I can tell, like, if you were smarter, you could figure it out.
Yeah, okay.
You might figure out.
Uh-huh.
You may figure out.
Okay, good. So that expresses the possibility, okay? And
Yep.
it's a hypothetical because you're not any smarter now than you were a second ago.
Yep.
Okay?
But that's kind of insult.
Yeah, it is.
If you say it to someone.
It is a bit insulting, yes. Okay, but this type of sentence does not have to be insulting. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. It can be very positive. Okay.
Yep, I know.
Yep. So if I had more money, I might have a bigger house, for example. Okay. But if I had a bigger house, I might have to spend more time cleaning it. Okay, so those both hypothetical situations. All right, I'm going to check back in with Chema. Chema, can you give me a different example?
Sure. Okay. I don't know. Mm, oh my
Mm-hmm.
God.
Okay. You want to think about it a little bit more? Think
Yeah.
about it. Think about it, Chema, and when you think of an example, go ahead and type it in the chat box for me. All
Okay.
right. Good, good. Anatoly, can you give me a different example using this use of might?
Mm. If I uh, knew many languages, I would I might work as an interpreter.
Ah, good. So I'm going to type that in the chat box. So if I knew many languages, I might work an interpreter.
Yes.
Good. I might work as an interpreter. Excellent. All right. Now you could add some additional information. You could also say, I might work as an interpreter at the United Nations or at a place where they would need an interpreter of multi-languages. Okay, of many different languages. Good. That was a great example. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Amauri, can you give me a different example?
Um, let me think. If I reach, I might invest my money in my career. It's okay. I might
Okay. I might invest my money
invest invest my money
in
in my career.
my career. Good, good. So the only word that I added here was the word were. Okay, so if I were rich,
If I were rich, okay.
I might invest my money in my career. Okay, that's that hypothetical situation. And I think this was a question that you asked me earlier last week, right, about I were, right? So if I were, hypothetically speaking, then I might do something. Okay, it's possible. It's a possibility.
Okay.
Good. Excellent. So looks like everybody's doing really good here with this particular structure. All right, Jose says if I had studied administration, I might be working in an office. Yep, Jose, that's good. That's true. All right. So far we've talked about may and might. Okay. Okay, excellent job. I want to move on to the modal verb can. Okay, and again, can be used to express a possibility, but I want to show you where it's different. Okay, Bourbon, can you please read the sentence about can in the chat box? I'm sorry, Amari. Give me a second.
Can, modal auxiliary verb, used to say that something is or is not possible to be able to do something.
All right, good. Okay, so again, you're talking about the possibility of something, but here you're talking about the ability to do something. Okay, not just the possibility, but the ability. Okay, now I'm going to show you a couple of examples so that you can see the difference. Okay, so there's one example. Okay, so it's in that chat, and I'm typing it now or pasting it in the other chat. Okay, so take a look at the chat for me. All right, so it says, do you think he can still be alive? Okay, so given the circumstances, is he able to be alive right now? Okay, so he may have been in a terrible accident. Okay, he might be in a plane crash or in a terrible car accident. What you're really asking there is, do you think it's possible that he is still alive? And that's another way of asking it. Okay, but you can also use the modal verb can. Okay, you could also say, I don't think he can still be alive. I don't think so. So the possibility would be very slim. In my mind and in my opinion, the possibility could be very slim. Okay, so what I'm really saying is I think he must be dead. Okay, if I say I think he must be dead, if I say that to the person's family, they're going to have a very strong reaction to that. Okay, so if I'm a paramedic or if I'm a doctor, I may not want to say I think he must be dead to the family members. Okay, you want to soften it. Okay, so I don't think he could still be alive. That's still going to hurt, but it may not hurt as much. Okay, so using these modal verbs for possibility, you can see that it softens your message a little bit, although you're saying the same thing basically.
A question, but if you say I don't think he is still alive without can.
I don't think he's still alive. Yes, you can say that.
What is the difference with can?
I don't think he's still alive expresses my doubt. Okay? But if you say can, you're expressing a possibility. Okay? So do you think I don't think he can still be alive. Okay? It's a doubt plus the possibility that he may be dead. Okay, the other sentence is more direct.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, go ahead with your question.
Can we use Hello?
I'm sorry, I only heard can we use. What was the rest of your question, please?
Can we use could instead of can?
Yes, we're getting to that. Yes, we're almost to that one. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to your question just a second. Are there any other questions about can? Okay, now remember, the purpose of this class, we could say things directly, okay, without explaining the possibility or hinting at the possibility, but we want to talk about possibility today, so that's why we're talking about this. Okay, good. Now you asked about could. Okay, yes, so now let's talk about could. There are 3 different ways that that I found that relate to using could as possibilities. All right, so I'm going to put those here in the chat box. Okay, here's the first example. Here's the first example. Yes, hold on to your question, Kim. Let me explain could, and then if you still have a question afterwards, then go ahead and ask it again. Okay. All right. Let's start with the first use of could. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to ask. Let's see. Amaury, can you tell us about the first use of could?
Could.
Did I put it in the chat box? I'm sorry. I didn't put it in the chat box for you. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, there it is. Where it says number 1.
Could be. Okay, this could be our only chance to get out of here. His cover could take months.
Right, okay. Now, in this case, okay, it says that it is just used to show that something is possible. All right, so in this case, can and could are used interchangeably, okay, because just like I could say his recovery can take months. Actually, no. Here you can't use could and can interchangeably, and here's one of the differences. Okay, looking at this sentence, what it shows you is that you could use might or may. Okay, this is a slim possibility. Okay, so you could be making the biggest mistake of your life. Okay, so for example, maybe your parents don't like the person that you want to marry. Maybe that person really does have bad qualities, and your parents feel that you're making a huge mistake. Okay, so they could say you could be, or you might be, or you may be making the biggest mistake of your life. Okay, we don't know. We don't know that that's true. All right, so that's why we can't use can here. Can is more definite, but could is one of those verbs that you can use as an option for a hypothetical situation. Okay, all right. And even though you're using it in a real situation here, for example, someone is recovering. Okay, so this person, there's a chance that this person could take a long time to recover. So they could take months or years. but then there's also that chance that they could recover tomorrow. Okay, we don't know. Okay, so according to the observations, a doctor could say, well, according to what I'm seeing, his recovery could take months. All right, okay, so that's the first use of could. Okay, all right, let's talk about let's talk about the second use. Okay, now in the second use, you're going to see could along with the verb have. Okay, so here it is. Okay, there it is in the first box, and let me get it in the other box. All right, Anatoly, can you please read the second use of could?
Use used with have to say that something was possible but did not actually happen. You could have been seriously hurt. The accident could have been worse. The movie could have been better. The movie wasn't very good.
Good. Excellent. Okay, so here, if you add the word have to your sentence that has could, all right, you're talking about something that was possible but didn't actually happen. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the sentence. You could be making the biggest mistake of your life. That's just a possibility that you're making a big mistake. But if you go ahead and you get married to the wrong person, then you really are making one of the biggest mistakes of your life. Okay, but in this second instance, if you add have, okay, what you suspect would happen doesn't actually happen. Okay, so in the example with the movie, okay, so say the new Fast and Furious movie comes out, and you tell your friends, hey, this movie's going to be great. I mean, the other Fast and Furious movies have been awesome. This is going to be the best movie. And then when you finish it, when you finish watching the movie and it wasn't that good, it doesn't meet your expectations, you could say, that movie could have been better. All right, it had the potential to be good, but it wasn't. Okay. Are there any questions about could have?
No question, teacher. That's a good expression, in my opinion.
And do you use a question? Do you use this kind of possibility that could happen but didn't happen, like only with could have been, or do you change something in this question?
Yeah, you can use might have been. Okay, you could express a regret. For example, say you meet someone and you have lots of chemistry with the person, and after maybe a month or two, the relationship just fades away. Okay, so you could say this relationship might have been wonderful if we had spent more time together. Okay, so, or it might have been wonderful, but we didn't spend enough time together.
So what does that imply? This sentence might have been wonderful.
Might have been wonderful. It implies the possibility that you could have had something beautiful, exceptional, but it just didn't happen.
But if you say could have been wonderful, what is the difference between might and could?
In this case, you can really use them interchangeably. So remember, might expresses a slighter possibility.
Okay. Clear.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Excellent. All right. I have one more use for the word could. All right, and then we're going to move on away from our verbs to our adverbs. Okay. Excellent job. So here it is in the chat box. It's there in the Verbaling chat box. And it's now here in the other chat box as well. Okay, Bourbon. Okay, can you read for us the third possibility?
Okay. Used to talk about something that is not possible, but that is hoped or wished Or we would go if only we could, but unfortunately we can't. I wish I could fly. Would that I could fly.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay, so again, you're talking about a possibility, something that you wished or hoped for, but it's just not going to happen. Okay, all right, so here we go. We would go if only we could. Yeah, but we can't. It's just not possible. I would if I could. All right. Okay, very good. So listen out for it. Now as you watch movies in English, as you listen to English songs, listen out for coulds. Listen out for mights and may and can and can't. Okay, listen out for those. All right, and try to use them, okay? Try to think of some situations in which you could use these expressions. All right. So
The question.
yes. Mhm.
Would that I could fly? What's that?
Okay,
Was that?
that's
that
very formal, and you would hear it, for example, if you listen to Shakespeare.
Okay.
If you read any of Shakespeare's writing or plays, you'll hear it. You'll definitely hear it. Okay, and what he's saying is, "I wish I could fly."
Okay.
That's the translation of it. You might also see it in some forms of poetry as well.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just review quickly because we need to move on to our adverbs. I just want to talk quickly about our sentence structure. Okay, so you've seen how to use these in sentences, yeah? Okay, so I'm going to quickly put the sentence structure formula in the chat box. Okay, I think you've been listening to it, and here is the formula for it. Okay. Now, just so that I know that your sentence structure is good, so you understand how to use these modal verbs now, I just need to make sure that your sentence structure is good. So I am going to just give you just a couple of rules of thumb. Okay. Maybe and perhaps. Okay. Maybe and perhaps. Those usually come at the beginning of a clause. Okay, they come at the beginning usually. Okay, and I'm going to give you two sentences where you can see that that's true. Okay, so maybe and perhaps. Okay. All right, there's your structure. So there it is for maybe and perhaps. Now, if you talk about other adverbs, okay, we're going to talk about just a few more adverbs in just a second. All right, you have certainly, definitely, possibly. Those usually come before the main verb. Okay. All right. So here are just a few sentences so that you can see that that is the case. Okay. There's lots and lots of information today. Wish you could print out information. I'm not able to. I wasn't able to do that. Okay, very good. Okay, so there's your sentence structure. All right, let's take a look quickly. Okay, let's take a look quickly at an organization activity. All right, so again, check your chat box. I'm going to give you a sentence, and what I need you to do is to put the words in the correct order. Okay? All right, very good. Michael, I'm going to start with you. Michael, check the Verbaling chat box. Okay? There are 4 words there. Tell me the correct order of that sentence.
Rain today may. Today it may rain, or it may rain today.
Yeah, there are 2 options there. Okay,
Yeah?
so today it may rain.
Okay.
Good. Or you can say, and start with your subject, it may rain today. Okay, very good. Okay, let me get that in the other chat box for Amari. Okay. Excellent job. Okay. Okay, let's try a different sentence. Okay, and the next one is going to be for Anatoly. Okay, so
Mhm.
Anatoly, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Got it there in that chat, and let's get it in the other chat. Okay, there's your sentence.
For the evening stay, can we? We can stay for the evening.
There you
I'm not
go.
sure. Not sure. For the evening, strange. It sounds strange for me.
Yeah. Okay. So what that clause is saying is that we can stay for the rest of the evening. For example, if I asked you, Anatoly, say that we're on a trip. Maybe we take a road trip in a car, and we've been driving and we're tired. It's now maybe 7 or 8 p.m. at night, and I could say, Anatoly, where can we stay for the evening? Or what I'm asking is, where can we sleep? Because we're tired. Okay, and you can suggest a bed and breakfast, a hotel, a friend's home. Okay, great,
Okay, thank you.
great job. All right, let's go to our next sentence. Okay, we just want to make sure that we get everybody participating here. All right, our next sentence is going to be for Bourbon. Okay, Bourbon, here's your sentence in the chat box. Go ahead, please. I'm sorry, I put in one chat box and not the other. All right, very good. There you go. Okay, go ahead, Bourbon.
Okay, wait.
Okay. All right. So, are you able to see the sentence? Okay, Bourbon. Do you see it there? Monday, May next. Bi California in.
Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I may be. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I may stay next Monday in California.
Okay. All right. So the words that you told me are I may. What's the next word after I may? That's your sentence sounded correct. Just repeat it for me.
I may be in California next Monday.
Ah, very good. I may be in California next Monday. Excellent job. Okay, so you're expressing the possibility that you could be in California next week. Okay, very good. Excellent, excellent job. Okay, and I'm going to put this sentence in the chat box too for Maori. Okay, excellent job. Okay, we're going to move on to our next sentence. All right. Okay, let's say here. Okay, because I need to move on. Okay, our next sentence, and okay, our next sentence is going to be for Chema. Okay, Chema, you're up.
Okay. Hmm. She might not go the wedding. Maybe. I'm not sure.
You know what? I'm
Two.
missing a word. That's right. I missed a word there. Okay, so
To
she
the.
might not go to the wedding. Excellent. Very good. And you know, Chema, I liked how you expressed doubt. Okay, you basically had the words all in the correct order, but there was doubt in your voice because yes, that's right. There was a word missing. Excellent. That actually wasn't a trick.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, here's our last sentence that we're going to do for sentence structure. Okay, let's put that in the chat. Great job. Great classwork, guys. All right. Who has not had a turn yet? Has everyone had a turn with the organization sentences?
I'm
Gosh. Oh, sorry.
What happened?
I'm sorry. Nothing happened.
What did you see?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause a stir. Sorry about that. Okay. Amari, have you had a turn with the sentence?
no, teacher.
Okay, so it's your turn, Amari. EF. Okay. And I'm sorry, Amari. Let me get that in the other chat for you.
Okay, no problem. Teacher, I have a quick question. How can I use maybe together and may be separable? I don't know. How can I use?
The content, I think.
Yeah, you can actually use both forms. Okay. Let me see the sentence. Um, okay, in this sentence, I may be in California next weekend. Okay, those words are separate. Okay, because you're using your modal verb may in conjunction with your verb be. I may be. Maybe is an adverb. Okay, and it expresses it expresses like a doubt. Okay, so maybe yes, but maybe no.
Okay, I got it.
So one is a verb and the other
Um,
is an adverb.
okay, let me try. We could go for ice cream out.
You're close. Okay, you're very close. All right, when you say we could go, all right, you're very good up to that point. Okay, now try the rest of the sentence one more time.
We could go out for ice cream.
That's it. Okay, so we could go out for ice cream.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not so good in phrasal verbs.
No,
Because of this, I have a lot of mistakes.
I know, but that's why you're here in class, right? To practice and
Yes,
you
I
can,
try.
right. Good. And I'm happy that you're willing to try. Okay, good, very good. Okay, guys, so basically that's it. That's our structure. Okay, so this type of activity helps me to see that you're getting it, that you understand it. Okay, very good. So let me just let me do just one more activity just to finish off, and I'm going to show you two sentences. And what I'd like you to do is to tell me in which sentence you see the possibility expressed. Okay, there are the sentences. Michael, take a look at those two sentences for me and tell me in which of those two sentences you see possibility expressed.
First one is definitely a plan that he was thinking before, and he said, but second one is with possibility.
Right. There you go. You got it. Excellent job. All right. Let's take two more sentences. Okay, let's just show the difference. That way I just want to make sure that you got it. Let's see. All right, Anatoly, these two sentences are for you. Okay, tell me in which sentence you see possibility expressed.
Perhaps you should leave. You should stay. The first one expresses possibility, and the second one looks like advice.
Yes, very good. Very good. Okay. All right, very good. Let's see. Let's take a different one. Okay, this, I won't show you two sentences, but I'm just going to ask this sentence if it does or does not express doubt. Okay, Bourbon, please tell me the sentence that I now have in the chat, does it or does it not express, not doubt, excuse me, possibility?
That sentence expresses for me a possibility.
Okay, and tell us why. Why do you think it expresses possibility?
Because, for example, if one friend tell me we're gonna do this thing, and I can use maybe this isn't a good idea.
Yep, there it is. There's your adverb, maybe. Okay, and now Maori, this is the question that you asked. All right, so you see, maybe it goes together. Okay, so maybe this isn't a good idea. Okay, that's an adverb, and there you go. It does express, it expresses doubt, actually. It expresses doubt. All right,
Okay.
very good. Okay, all right, very good. Well, actually, that's the end of my review questions for tonight. Does anyone have any questions about the different ways that we talked about the possibilities? Any questions about that? Okay, you've got lots.
Maybe in the next class. No.
Okay, all right, very good.
I have a question. For example, if I say I can visit Canada I can visit Canada next month, or I could visit Canada next month. What is the difference?
Okay, very good. All right, now remember, could is when it expresses that the possibility, but more in a can is more definite. Okay, I can. You have the possibility. For example, if you have a visa and you have your passport, you can visit Canada next month. Okay, but if it's just something that you're thinking about, maybe you don't have your passport or you don't have your visa, you're just thinking about the possibility. I could do that, you know. And just thinking about the possibility may move you to go get your paperwork in order so that you can go.
So if you don't have like it's less than 50%, for example, your like plan or what you are saying, you should use like could on these kind of things. But if you're more certain, you should stick to can.
Yes. Okay, that is one way to differentiate it. Yes. If you're more set, it's more definite can. Okay, because remember, it talks about the ability to do something. So if you have your paperwork in your hand, then you can do it. Okay, but if you don't have it, then it's possible that you could, but you'd have to do something first. You'd have to get your paperwork in order first.
Someone told me that in English is better to stick with this kind of may, could, this kind of words because it's like more polite and it sounds better.
In some circumstances, it just depends on what you're saying. Okay, but we are going to talk about that in a future class because you can use these modal verbs when you're trying to be more polite. That's true.
Okay.
All right, very good. Thanks for your questions. I am going to have to close out because I need to go. But great class today, guys. Please remember that if you would like to book a private lesson with me, just go ahead and do that on the Verbling website. Also, look out for my future classes. I look forward to having you guys come. It's definitely a group of motivated students with lots of questions. Great job. Have a great night or day, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, everybody.